Here is the first reason why I think that you should introduce a passive income product into your business. Now, of course, there are all the things that we hear about in terms of you and your business and your profits and all of that stuff that we hear from the bros on the internet. You know, like, I bought this gold car, I now have my own plane, or whatever the thing is. But I also want to say, I am here, yes, to build a profitable situation, but I'm also here for all of the other stuff. And when I think about business success, and reflect on my last 25 years, I think that there are definitely jobs that I could have done which would have allowed me, with my skill set, to make money quicker, more effectively, and loads more money. However, when I look at my business success, like, there are so many different components to it. And this is the first thing I want you to consider. It's the circumstances of your clients and your customers. Now, we have seen this trend on the internet where people talk about the one thing you need to do, or here's 5 things you need to be doing, or the framework that never fails me, whatever it might be. We know that kind of language. And firstly, I get it. I get why people do it. It's like, you go, what? I need this one thing. Okay, right? I'm ready. And then you hear the thing, and then without feeling too negative, you're already going, but I don't know if that's going to work for me, because I can't do that at the moment, or I've got a brand new baby, or I've got to go and see my mum every other Wednesday and take her shopping, or whatever it might be, or I can't really go outside at the moment. I've got a chronic disease that I'm really struggling with. All of these things. This idea that it's one thing and one way, it's so limiting. And when we operate in that place of everything feeling really limited, like there's only one way, guess what? There's only going to be a few people who can slip and slide into that one thing. What about the rest of us? What about everybody else over here who still want to make money, who still want to create impact, who still want to create a life-first business model? What about them? And this is why passive income, for me as a consumer, I've told you it's great as a business owner. That's not necessarily useful to you. You know all of these things. So imagine that I am your client. Over the last 25 years, I have been in many different phases of my life. Of course I have, from being 18 to 43. Wow, what a twisty and turny journey it's been. And yet, throughout those 25 years, I've earned money for the majority of the time in the same way, using the same skill set. I haven't suddenly had, 6 months off where I thought, wow, I've really got to get my tractor training in. I'm not doing that. I'm not driving a tractor. It's not my skill set. But who I have been in those different seasons of life, and my capacity and my circumstances and my emotions and my responsibilities, they've been so different every step of the way. And so when I have needed help or support, I have often bought things that I can use in my own time, because even though my circumstances have maybe been hectic at that time, I've still known that I've needed or wanted to do the thing. And so often, I was talking about this the other day with my eldest child. He just really liked being with me, which was lovely. But morning, night, just liked that sense of being near each other. And this is definitely like a first-time parent thing. If you can figure out the kind of baby your baby is, and then serve that need, everything is easier. So I just knew, oh, okay, fine. So I knew I needed to work. And so when he would go down for a nap, I used to, and this was when he was a little bit bigger as well. I used to just put him in the bed next to me in the middle of the day. I was wide awake because this was my work time. And I would put him there. He would know I was there. And then I would just work. And sometimes that was doing creating work or writing work or whatever it might be. But sometimes it was learning and experimenting and giving things a go. And I didn't have to do that kind of hug and roll sort of thing where I had to get out from under him. But this was the great thing. These things on my computer worked with my circumstances. I wasn't going to go to a 3-day event, even though somebody was like, unless you come to the 3-day event, you are not serious. I was serious. I had a child to feed. I knew I wanted to move house. We wanted to do things as a family. I wanted to have a second child. All of these things. And I still have huge, enormous dreams. I have to work with my circumstances. Imagine the thing that you have, the skill set that somebody could really benefit from. How can you work with their circumstances instead of feeling for them that their circumstances takes them out? How can you bridge that gap? How can you support people and be the person who's like, I get this. Okay, let's do this and let's do that. And let's make it happen. Imagine how brilliant that's going to be, not only for you in like feeling like you're creating something useful, but for them. They're finally going to get what they need. If you want to find out more about creating passive income online, come and do Create Your Income Pie. Send me a message. If you want to book a one-on-one session, if you just want to do it in that, like, I need to do it in an hour, let's do that. We absolutely can as well. Lots of love, and I'll leave the details down below.